Yo, today I'll be answering your frequently asked questions. What's happening, everybody? Boy Big Brando, and today I'm going to try to speed through and bang out a bunch of different questions that I keep getting on my Instagram and on my YouTube page. Some of these questions have to do with t-shirts, some of them don't, but I felt like I haven't made a video like this in a while, so I said let me just try to knock down as many questions as possible in one video. Now, the first question being, where's your retail store located? What days are you at your retail store? And what is your retail store? So to answer the first one, we're located in Torrance, California, 20725 Southwestern Avenue, Suite 120, Torrance, California, 90501. I'll leave the address in the description box below, but if you followed me on Instagram, Big Brando TV, you'll see that I post every single time that I'm here. The store's name is not Big Brando. The store's name is Kainoa Creations. That's the first thing that confuses a lot of people. And they're like, what is this? They might see me repost stuff from the Kainoa Creations page, and they're like, what is this? That's my retail store's name. I started this business about 10, 11 years ago. This is our current location here. We used to be on the other side of Torrance on 190th and Vermont. This is the new location here. I know a lot of you have already came out, especially whenever the Impressions Expo is here or Graphics Expo or any of those things that are here locally to Long Beach. If people come from out of town, they usually stop by the store and say what's up. I try my best to open the store that same exact weekend so that way I could meet as many people as possible. Now, when am I here? I'm not here every single day. I'm not here every time the store's open. I usually post on my Instagram on Big Brando TV the days that I'll actually be in store. I'll usually put the times that I'll be here so that way nobody wastes their time coming out here to talk to me and I'm not here in the store. Now the next one is, what is this retail space? This retail space is a test bed for myself. I wanted to test out if I can run a retail store and do everything production-wise in the back of the store, meaning everything we sell in store is handmade by us. From designing the stuff, to pressing the stuff, to embroidering the stuff, to marketing stuff, everything is done in-house. This is kind of like a proof of concept store for myself. I just wanted to make sure that this would be a sustainable type of business to eventually do more of these. And so far, this location has been doing fairly well for us. We only open up on the weekends. Most of you guys already know this, but I still have a full-time job just like you. I do t-shirts and YouTube on the side. So this store is open on the weekends. On the days that we are open, everybody is more than welcome to stop in, shop with us, say what's happening. But for myself, it's really just me proving to myself that this idea really works. And so far, it's been working for us. And when I say we do all the production in the back, I'm meaning we're pressing everything, embroidering everything. Everything is done here in-house. There's a lot of stores out there that don't do production in-house and they outsource everything and they use the back of their storefronts as storage space or warehouse space just to store all the goods that other people print for them and do for them. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I wanted to see what it would be like to do production in the back, retail in the front, and that's kind of what we're doing here. Now, outside of that, we also, when we first started the store, we're taking in a lot of custom work. So we're doing a lot of printing for a lot of people also, but since then we stopped doing that because we're more focused on the store and the store keeps us busy as is. So we're turning away a lot of work. Don't get me wrong, I like printing for other people and embroidering for other people, but when we're trying to keep the store stocked up, that's usually what takes a lot of our time away, and our attention is more geared towards that. Because outside of having the retail store, we also run the online side of things. So we fulfill all of our orders here in the same location and ship everything out. So this store kind of does everything for us. Online, retail, we vend at festivals still. We still do all the normal things that we do. We just have the store now. So right now, if you came into the store, there's a lot of things that are on the racks. Majority of the stuff here is I cater to the people around here. My store is located in Torrance, which is in the South Bay of LA. So if you came into the store, you would notice that I sell a ton of South Bay stuff. Obviously, I cater to the people around this community because that's who shops with us. I currently don't have any of my brands in this store. I'm kind of just using it as feeding the streets of the South Bay. I'm basically making stuff just for the community right now. So you'll find a lot of LA stuff. You'll find the West Side shirts here. You'll find a lot of South Bay stuff here. Also, one of the homies has his brand Local Roots in here also. So when you come in, you'll see a lot of stuff that says local. Tags will say local. That's the homies brand, local roots. Anything that you see with my big Brando logo is my stuff. Hats, hoodies, t-shirts, tank tops, all that good stuff. So that's basically what this store is. And I hope I answered that as best as possible to make sense to some people, because when I tell people I do production in the back, retail in the front, they're like, well, what do you mean? I guess it's not a common thing, or a lot of people don't really grasp that idea, but that's basically what we do. We basically press and embroider every single product here and sell it here. So if you wanted to know the store hours, follow me on Instagram, Big Brando TV. That'll tell you when I'm here. If you wanted to follow the store, Kaino Creations on Instagram, you can follow the store's page and then find out when the store's open. But I usually post when I'll be here in store on my own Instagram page. Now, the next question is, where's the ebook at? At the beginning of the year, you guys see me working on an ebook. I had to put it off just for a bit. It's gonna be coming out. Hopefully I can launch it in May. I wanted to launch earlier than that, but I've been dealing with a bunch of stuff, especially store related, business related. So I'm trying to get all my ducks in a row now and then launch the ebook. With the ebook, there will be workshops that follow and stuff like that, in-person things that'll happen in my shop. But I had to put a lot of that on the back burner for now to take care of some other stuff. Once I wrap up that other stuff, then I'm back to writing the book, finishing it up. I got a few more chapters to go. That book is more than halfway done, and it'll be a solid piece of business know-how when it comes to starting a t-shirt business from home. I'm going into detail on pricing and marketing and equipment and finding the right vendors and doing things. And I'm also providing vendor lists and places to buy stuff and places to get stuff even if you don't have your wholesale license, and different transfer companies and all that good stuff. Everything is going to be laid out in this book for you. So I apologize for the delay, but it is coming. Like I said, it's more than halfway done. I only have a few more chapters to go. And with that book is going to come a lot of video content for each chapter, explaining things in detail. So I apologize for teasing the book earlier in the year and showing that I was writing it, but it is still in the works. It'll be coming very, very soon. And the next question is, are you taking in any new clients, students, interns, or apprentice? And the answer right now is no. I appreciate everybody hitting me up and asking, but right now I just don't have the time to do it. I'm not here enough to actually give somebody that type of attention. I'm still trying to get a lot of things figured out for myself, business-wise, and work on a few other things that's bringing in some money that I need to really put my focus into before I could even entertain something like that. But I appreciate everybody that wants to learn from me and get hands-on. That's what the workshops are going to be about, is more of an intimate space where we can actually talk and get your questions answered and show you what I do and how I do things, so some people that learn that way can get a better understanding on how I do things and why I do things a certain way. When it comes to like the free labor of somebody wanting to intern to learn or be an apprentice to learn and stuff like that, that's cool. I have people that work in my store already, and I feel like if I brought somebody in like that, it would kind of be a waste of time right now for that person, and they really wouldn't get what they wanted out of that experience. So I would hate to waste anybody's time. So that's why I currently don't take in anybody that's looking for that type of learning experience. And I apologize for that, because I'm somebody that learns like that. I learn hands-on. Somebody's talking to me, I could really grasp the information that's being told to me better than reading a book, or better than looking at some videos or learning something online. If somebody's in my face letting me know what they do exactly because I want to do what they're doing, that's how I learn. So I understand that there's a lot of people that are just like me out there. Right now, I just can't do it because I don't want to waste your time and give you a half-ass experience. You know what I mean? So I appreciate it, but I also apologize that I can't take on anybody. And there's a lot of people that I meet that come to the store and ask the same exact thing, like, yo, man, how can I work here? Or how can I help you out here? I just want to learn from you. And if I had the time for it, man, I'd take on a bunch of people, because to me, helping is why I'm doing this. It's just, I can't spread myself too thin. I have to know my own limitations. You know what I mean? One of the other questions I wrote down that people ask is, why are you always at Disneyland? So for myself, me and my family, we have annual passes or season passes to Disneyland. That's why we're always there. We live in Southern California, so Disneyland is like a 20-minute drive from us, 30-minute drive. So that's why we're always there. I like going there to eat and drink beer, and that's about it. My family likes to do other things. My family likes to eat. Kids like to go on rides. We just cruise around over there. It's just something to do for us. We're not big Disney heads. Like, we're not fully into Disney and Disneyland and stuff like that, because there are those people that are there where they're huge fans. Us, it's just the experience. It's us just cruising around, having a good time. Like I said, I go there to drink beer. A lot of my homies and their girls and stuff like that, they all got passes. So we go to basically hang out at the park. That's what it is. Sometimes I'll sell some stuff there, like I'll look around and I'm like, man, I can make a shirt or a hat where I can make money, like when I did with the churro stuff. I still do that till this day. There's a lot of people that make shirts there, but if I see something that hasn't been done yet, I like to kind of test my creative abilities, put stuff out and sell it to Disneyland goers, because if you know anything about Disneyland goers, they are very picky and particular with the stuff that they wear to the actual parks. Like, people put on full outfits and they really do it up for Disneyland. So in order to sell stuff to those people, because they got the money to buy stuff, it really has to speak to them in order for them to spend some money on it and want to wear it to the parks and stuff. So I like pushing my creative boundaries and being like, all right, let me see if I could make some stuff that these people would buy, or let me try to make some stuff that doesn't look like what everybody's already doing and try to catch some attention that way. I use it for that, keeps the creative juices flowing. But for myself, if you see me there, say what's up, because chances are I got a beer in my hand and I'm just cruising around. I enjoy all the conversations when people come up to me when I'm at Disneyland, say what's up and take pictures and hang out. For me, that's still a weird thing, but at the end of the day, I appreciate everybody that supports me and watches my channel. So I make sure to slap hands with everybody that says what's up. So if you see me out there, say what's happening. And another question that I got, which I think was pretty funny, and I got it on Instagram because they see me out eating all the time. I'm not like a big foodie. Like, I like food, but I'm not like a big food critic. I'm more bang for your buck. Like, I want to make sure I'm going to get full with whatever I'm eating. And I'm also there for the experience. You know what I mean? So somebody had hit me up and was like, hey, in the South Bay, who has the best loco moco? If you know what that is, if you ever been to a Hawaiian restaurant, it's basically a bed of rice, a hamburger patty, a bunch of gravy, and an egg on top. Now, if you've been to Hawaii, you know that that's on every single menu out there. At any plate lunch spot, any restaurant usually has that. It's a staple over there. So here in the South Bay of California, there's a lot of Hawaiian restaurants out here, and there's a lot of places that make it. But for myself, the ones that I think are as close to Hawaii as possible, bang for your buck, tastes good, good customer service, and dope experience is Gardena Bowl, which is a bowling alley here in Gardena that has a little cafe on the side. Tiny, tiny, tiny restaurant. If you were there, you wouldn't even know that they sold Hawaiian food. But that place right there has been there ever since I've been around. I'm from Gardena, California, and that place is a staple. And to me, that's always comfort food for myself. So I would say hit up Gardena Bowl. And the other one is TNT Aloha Cafe, which is, or maybe it's just called TNT Cafe. It's in Torrance, like South Torrance area. And the reason I say them is because they have something called the Max Loco, which is a hamburger patty, Portuguese sausage patty, and a corned beef hash patty on top of rice, under gravy, with like 2 or 3 eggs or something like that. Talking bang for your buck, you're gonna be full after that, probably need a nap. But that is a spot that I like going to. Same thing, very, very tiny restaurant. But if you're looking for a good loco moco, those are the places that I would hit up first. Auntie Miley's is also dope, but I would go with Gardena Bowl, TNT Cafe. There you have it. And this is another episode of Just Your Questions Answered. If you got questions, I got answers. For myself, it was easier to knock out all of these instead of dragging them out into their own individual videos, I guess. Hopefully this stuff makes sense to somebody out there. If you got questions for me, leave it in the comments. This is where videos like this come from, is me seeing all of these different comments, put it into videos. If I get a bunch of them, then I'll make a full-length video about that one question, or if it's just a bunch of random questions, I'll pop them into a video like this. So I appreciate you guys for watching, rocking with the channel for all these years, basically. Everybody that's continued to support the channel, I appreciate you 1000%. Remember, leave all questions in the comments. It's always easier to ask those questions in the comments because I see them faster, I respond faster, and if you put it in a DM or email or private message or something like that, chances are I'll never see it. No question is a dumb question. Leave it all in the comments for me. You guys can follow me on Instagram and leave comments over there. Big Brando TV. Catch you guys on the next one, man. Yeah.